Hi everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome. You're at your home, your happy place, where today we are going to bring fall to my dining room. And my fall tablescape is going to be a casual one for just your everyday dining room. If you like to have your table set, you definitely would be ready for company if somebody happened to come over. But if I were doing Thanksgiving, I would have a much, I mean, I just like to build it up a little bit. Sorry, my eyes just caught out the window. The dogwoods have really changed color. They're the only trees around us that have changed color. This weekend we were 4 hours north and a lot of color was coming. So it definitely felt like fall, even though it was 99 degrees and still August. It seems like a very early fall to me. But let's look at the foundation. So we have kind of an odd configured room. If you see this, I've got a, I don't even know what, it kind of looks like a bay window shape. You know, it's an angled wall, flat, and then angled over here, doorway. And then we have our china cabinet and what I started of my wallpaper, which I still need to finish. And then another wide doorway with transoms. And then another wide doorway. And here, and then no really wall on this part. Sorry, you're seeing the background here, but you know, there's no wall here. So we really had, you know, there's no, I guess you couldn't have put the table straight on. It just wouldn't have worked. There's no even center that way. From the minute I thought about this, I believe our floor plan had a fireplace in it. It was down on the floor, which would be really not helpful because number one, I think you'd get a little hot there. But secondly, when you're sitting at a table, if you're going to turn a fire on, you want to see it. So, and this is one of our more substantial mantles, which I can't wait to come back and decorate with you. But anyway, this is it. The table is set at an angle, and then the center lights are right over it. And my table is, I usually am able to find it and link it below. I did not buy it on Amazon, but Amazon carries a lot of the furniture manufacturers if you know where to look. And this was, I want to say it's either Magnolia or Liberty, but one of the two, because I get my two furniture manufacturers mixed up. This one has one more leaf, I think, if not two. It will seat 10. So right now I've got it seating more than comfortably. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6. And that's only, it's really set up to seat 8 at this, but it was based on how many plates and things I could find. And since we're not entertaining, I like having a little less on the table. It is like a very distressed white. I call this a very cottage style. I love it. And then I also like the fact that we have a two-tone. So we've been doing inspiration for a little while, and at the beginning I was posting pictures. I think some of you thought that those pictures were my inspiration. I was just giving you examples of what was in my mind, but after the fact. And honestly, I rarely look for inspiration. If I see something that gets me, then I take a picture of it and keep it as my inspiration. But I don't typically look at inspiration before I start a room. I look at what I have. And in this case, I was looking for my plates. I feel like I have at least 5 different options, but I only found one. So I'm not sure where my plates are. And this was not the one I was looking for. So you're gonna get to watch me decorate in something that I really wasn't thrilled about, but I have to, sometimes we have to take our inspiration from something that, I mean, I need to build the room around it. I need to build this feeling for fall in here. And I don't dislike the plate. It's just that I know I had something else in my mind when I did it. So the plates are Pier 1. I have over the years bought a lot of plates at Pier 1. And the colors in here are predominantly cream, orange, and green. And there's a really pretty crackle finish on it. I don't know if you can really see that or not. So I have these, and I have luncheon plates, and then chargers and everything is going to be built upon it. But this is my inspiration. And you may say, let me turn you around so you get a really good look. Oh, there you can see it. You may go, oh my goodness, orange and pink. Well, yeah, I mean, I'll say this. There's times when in fashion you're going to see orange and pink. In fact, the dress I wore for Kentucky Derby was orange and pink. I love that color combination. I really do. But even so, I have the same green here that's in that wallpaper. So it works, and it looks intentional. So that's just in case you're like, I could never do that. You can. You can. If I were having a formal dinner, I probably would get a tablecloth. But since this is kind of, well, it's casual and it's my everyday, and we may or may not even use it, I want a table runner, and I love table runners. You know I do. I just, again, thought I had a whole bunch of fall ones, and I do, but they're busy. They have a lot of pumpkins and things on them, which you can't just layer a whole bunch of other pumpkins with those plates, especially when I'm going to use the dinner plate and the luncheon plate. It would be so busy. So this was one of the quieter ones that I have, and it still has my colors in it. It's a green and oranges, kind of a greenish gold actually. So I'm going to start with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and build the outside perimeter with my plates and everything with this table runner, but I'm going to tell you it's not where I ended up. And I may stay with this because I found something this weekend that I'm going to use in the centerpiece. I think I'll play with that. But anyway, for now, I'm just telling you that when I got done with it, it was underwhelming. That's that's an indication to me that I need to try a little bit more, experiment, play, whatever you want to call it. So I've used these a lot. They're wood. I don't know if I can find them on Amazon, but I will look. They're distressed. I've not seen them in a store. I'm sure I got them at Pier 1. But I love, a lot of times, well, we can get a lot of plastic ones, which are fine. But a lot of times they're very, they've got a lot of scallops and things going on. And so I love the plain look of this, and I love that it's wood because I just really, in the elements of fall, I love using things like baskets and wood and copper. Those kind of elements just really are very natural sounding to me and make me think of the outdoors a little bit. It's very pretty. So the luncheon plate is basically, it's not the same pattern. They definitely have changed it up, but it's exactly the same items on it in color, a little bit more leaves on it. And then, I don't know if I pointed it out, but on the edge of both of the plates is green. I'm using silver flatware. This is really heavy, and I believe I bought it from that Southern Living years ago. It's really beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I will look and see if I can find something similar. So here we are so far. This is a little quiet for me. I just feel like there's a lot of richness in the color, the depth, and this is falling flat for me. Now, it's a matter of taste. Some people may really like this more quiet, subtle look. I want to really play off my inspiration and bring some more of that color in. So right now I'm going to layer another runner on top of that. You may say, why are you even bothering? Because once I put this on there, you're really not going to see that one. I don't think even the edges show, but this is a shorter runner. And so I still have at least my plate on either end is on something, and this is not looking like it's just floating. This runner will ground this one to the table. But let me give you a closer look at this one. Okay, depends on where you're at on it. It's got a lot, it's basically a plaid, I guess, really. But it's got that really pretty green, and of course it's got the orange, and then even a deeper orange, a little bit of gold in it. And I just think it really plays off of the plates far stronger than this one does. As you can see, that really enriches the colors, and it kind of makes it a little bit more casual, in my opinion, probably because plaid does not say formal in any way, shape, or form. So let's put the napkins out and the napkin rings next. In a previous video, I had mentioned finding some napkin rings that still had the price tags on from Pier 1 that were $5.99 each. Well, this is them. They are beautiful. And each one has a pine cone and quite a few leaves and a pumpkin. But now I got a discount when I worked there, or I didn't work there, when I was an interior decorator as a profession. So I did not pay that for it, but it's still a lot of money. Okay, but they're really pretty, and I'm using them for the first time, and who knows how long I've had them. And then these napkins I also know were from Pier 1. This is not my typical taste. It's very bohemian, and while I like to dress in it, I don't like to decorate in it. But the colors really drew me in, and really they have just about everything that I'm looking for with this tablescape. So this is what we're going to put at each place setting. I absolutely love using my copper, especially in the fall. I love the reflective quality of it. It does take the level of formality up a little bit, and yet it doesn't, because you could have this in a pub. I mean, maybe not in a wine, but you think about a mule or something. So, um, you know, it can go either way. But I also love how it keeps a drink very cool. And there's just nothing that pops better on these colors than copper. So we're going to add the copper goblets. Right, it's looking nice, but we do need a centerpiece. And what I did was something super simple, grabbing things I had. One element was new, but I didn't really buy it for this. I just bought it and thought, okay, maybe that'll work. So let me grab the elements and show them to you. And then I have something new that I found that I'm wondering, will it even work on here or not? We'll see. So I found these at Michael's this year, got 2 of them, thinking, oh, they'll be great on the fireplaces. You know, they're just the right size for my small fireplaces. But I hadn't really used them yet, and I was doing this first. I haven't even worked on my mantle yet. So I decided to grab it. The color was really good. It's a food product. We're having a dining room table. I thought, yeah, that works. And then I really just wanted something in the center that was just a little higher. And this is an old piece I've had for a long time. So I feel like I must have got it at some boutique or something at one point, but it's really old because you wouldn't pay $24 for something like this nowadays. So I'm going to go ahead and set it as I had it, and then I'm going to play with this other piece, but let's see what this looks like. And just notice how this brings these colors together so gorgeously. That's okay. And then, as happened in my kitchen, I had all these candles I was trying to find places for. And I found 2 candles that I brought in here. These are the Walmart ones I got last year, but it looks like I didn't take the little twig off. And they are fall. This is, what is the smell here? Cranberry mandarin spice. It's a beautiful smell. It really does. I mean, it just melts in to the colors. Let me grab this and take this off of here because I don't want that on there. Okay. It just really melts in. And that's where I was, and I was super happy with it. I still am. But I found something, so let me get it. So if you watch my dear friend Liz on Traditions by the Season, she just did a dining room table last week, and she had this gorgeous dough bowl she got at Home Goods. It's white. And I even commented to her, I just really, 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 really love that. I wish I could find it. And she didn't get it this year. So I was out shopping with my daughter-in-law for her birthday on Sunday. And I mean, my eye caught this, and I'm like, oh my goodness, did I get lucky or what? Look at that. I was wondering if hers was bigger than mine, but now I see it on camera, and I think they might be the same size. So, and I didn't necessarily want white. I am so thrilled to have found this. And what was the price? $49. So this is a significant piece. If you're in a boutique, this is going to be $150. So it really is a good buy. Very heavy, substantial piece. So I can totally, and I think you can too, see this down the center, but I kind of don't think that my items work then. I'm just gonna, for fun, take off my centerpiece and see what this looks like. It's just how we roll is, you know, you you change out one thing and then it changes out many, many other things. That doesn't work for me. All right, I found these. I showed you in my haul, Hobby Lobby. I have 6 of them. I had already determined I was gonna use 2 of them. I haven't done it yet, so I'm thinking though it's gonna look really pretty in the very open lanterns that I have that have the beads on them. But that's only 2, so that leaves me with 4 more. And this just didn't work for me with just it being so plain like that. So really, in essence, I'm gonna cover up the dough bowl. So I don't know how important it was, but it is a foundation. So I could do this real simple. I didn't like when I did that how the leaves were, and it would take a lot of more effort to push them down than to just start this way and go down. So I'm gonna put this artichoke into this wreath, and then I'm gonna get the other ones and open them up and do the same. You actually do still see the wood. And by the way, you will find these in the wreaths and garlands section at Hobby Lobby, marked at $7.99 and then 40% off. So you're getting a lot for that. I feel like there is so much you could do with this. When I originally bought it, I was thinking about putting it on my windows of my doors and then having a bow in the center because it makes a really nice backdrop for what I have right now, which is just bows on my windows. So I'm just gonna stick it right through. Now, I could be doing this if this was a candle too, right? I brought down several pumpkins. This was the first one I grabbed that I thought might work. Now it's lower than them. And I guess I could put a riser on it since I'm gonna do the leaves under it as well. And I do have, not a riser, but a candlestick that I'm gonna set it on. So let me try that first. So the candlesticks were too tall. They weren't tall ones, but they were just too tall. So I pulled out 2 dishes. I'm liking this one a little bit more than this, but I'll show you this one first. Now, remember, I'm going to cover that with the leaves. Something about that, I think, is that it's almost identical height, and I don't want that. So this one doesn't get it up quite so high. But it still elevates it. And now I've got something that's got a little bit more interest. The leaves will completely hide that. So I'm going to open up the leaves and we will finish the tablescape with that. And then I have another piece over here that I brought down. We'll try. All right, so what do you guys think of that centerpiece? I really do like it. I'm still able to add my candles on the ends. It's not overcrowded. It's bringing my 2 main colors from my plate inspiration in, the green and the orange. I really did look for a cream colored pumpkin, and I have one I'm going to show you in a second, but it's going to change this completely. All right, let me take this pumpkin and the little riser away, and then we're going to pop one more option on and make a decision. These have a TJ Maxx sticker on them. So I don't know if they were last year, year before, whatever, but you know, they bring back a lot of the same. The reason I picked it was I was looking to see if I had a cream colored pumpkin that would be the right size to go in there, just to see what that would look like. And when I picked up the cream colored pumpkin, these two were attached to it. So let's see how this looks in there. Okay. So do you have a favorite? I think I've decided on my favorite. So I am gonna scoot my chairs back and light my candles, and let's do a reveal. Which one did I go with, you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments. There's not a wrong or right answer. I'll tell you, I just love the deep color of that so much more than the faded look. And on this particular pumpkin, I love this big stem and vine coming off of it because it's very much like what I see going on in my inspiration plates. So in the end, am I happier with this than what I had there to start with? Absolutely. I love this way better. Was that a little pensive for you? Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I get that way. I do get that way about centerpieces. What I love about this one especially is that it's low enough, I don't have to move it. You know, I don't love building up a centerpiece that I have to take away when people come. But if you're gonna do family style, you're gonna put dishes down anyway, you know, bowls of food, it's gotta go. So it's neither here nor there, but in my mind, I like it when I can make it work to where you can actually sit at a table and have a conversation. It's a little less casual in the end than I thought it would be, but I love this, and it brings me a lot of warmth. Um, I just love the saturation. I really, really do. And this is new for me this year because I don't usually love decorating with orange. And this year I love decorating with orange. What are we having when we come back? Well, I have a mantle up there to do and a lot of new exciting pieces, right? I have the piano and of course the front porch, the kitchen. I still have a lot. And so I think I'm still, as long as my schedule permits, I'm still going to be bringing you 3 decorating videos a week. If you've been on the Zero Carb Challenge, today's the last day. And I think what I'm going to be doing there, and guys, the videos are always there. And all the Zero Carb Challenge was a way to talk you through getting into ketosis and deciding if you wanted to go zero carb. It's a 10-day trial, basically. When I say challenge, well, was it a challenge? I don't know. for me, it was pretty easy, and for everybody else that I'm reading, it was as well. But why I'm bringing this up in this video is I'm going to try and continue to bring you a few recipes every month, breakfast and dinner, because I know that people enjoy them. And for those of you that are making them, you loved the egg casserole that I did. So I'm going to keep bringing those, and you don't have to be on zero carb to enjoy these recipes. They will be wonderful food for you and your family, regardless of whether you throw in some sides of mashed potatoes, green beans, whatever. So I hope you look forward to those. And I would love if you'd give me some likes. Lots of likes, you guys. I know there's a lot of new subscribers, by the way. I've been so busy this weekend. I got on and I'm like, wow. I mean, it's just amazing, and I welcome you all, and I hope you enjoy it here and want to stay and come back often. I will say, what else? I'll link everything I can below, and I appreciate it when you shop my links. A reminder that when you go to my storefront on Amazon, it is little compartments or departments. Let's just pretend you're at a department store and you're looking for a home, you're looking for clothes. That's how I set it up in there. And mine is not like anybody else's on YouTube. We all have different taste, styles, and things that we select. So shop us all. And when you shop through the links, it does help support our channels. I hope to see you on Friday. And until then, you guys, enjoy your week. Have a blessed day and make your home your happy place. Bye-bye.